Ji-Tian dressed up in a Mary Sue campus novel and became the canon fodder supporting actress inside. Although she is canon fodder, her family is all villains. The antagonist brother opposed the male lead and the company went bankrupt. The second brother of the villain opposed the female lead and had his legs disabled. The villainous third brother is a romantic brain, wandering on the streets. And she suffered even worse, being implicated and sent to jail. Why does a family of villains rely on her as a cannon fodder? She's going to open the book. She wants to counterattack. However, only after she ignited her fierce fighting spirit did she realize that she had bound herself to a flawless system, and if she didn't flawless, she would erase her soul. Ji-Tian. Lie flat. And also advise the whole family to put it on display collectively. Seeing my older brother working overtime at the company, he said, "Don't work overtime, anyway, the company won't be yours in the end. Listen to me, defeat it by 1 billion first." Seeing my second brother still busy with his medical career, he said, "Don't be too busy. Anyway, he's also making wedding clothes for others. It's better to study and research more drugs that can treat lameness." Seeing the third brother saddle the front and back of the female lead, he said, "Isn't it fragrant to be a happy single dog? Unfortunately, you have to suffer from the pain of love. Wake up, lick until you have nothing left." The three brothers of the G family. Is your little sister crazy? Later, I tasted the three brothers who were enjoying themselves and said, it's really fragrant. Just why did you quietly become a top-tier expert when we agreed to let it go together? Ji-Tian awkwardly scratched her head and said, "The development of the field is too broad to keep up." And the dark villain who was peeping at her in the dark, forcefully hugged her waist and said, Why don't you also take me away? Ji-Tian. Don't come over. Sand sculpture poison tongue salted fish beauty X paranoid disease delicate villain boss, keywords of the novel. Showdown, putting on rotten cannon ash is a full-level boss without a pop-up window. Showdown, putting on rotten cannon ash is a full-level boss. Download the complete set of TXT. Showdown, putting on rotten cannon ash is the latest chapter for full-level bosses. Chapter 1. Wearing cannon fodder as a female supporting character. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. The source has no content or has errors. Chapter 2. School F4 Group. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. The source has no content or has errors. Chapter 3. A Tragic Big Injustice. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. The source has no content or has errors. Chapter 4. Wearing so much, do you have something on your mind? You are listening at Novel Full.audio. The source has no content or has errors. Chapter 5. Is that what you want to take off my clothes? You are listening at Novel Full.audio. The source has no content or has errors. Where are the highlights of Chapter 6? You are listening at Novel Full.audio. The source has no content or has errors. Chapter 7. If you're not a waste, then it must be very impressive. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. The source has no content or has errors. Chapter 8. Can you shake flower hands? You are listening at Novel Full.audio. The source has no content or has errors. Chapter 9. Rest enough to study well. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. The source has no content or has errors. Chapter 10. The surname Go is more appropriate. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. The source has no content or has errors.